4. Will you please stand and give reverence to God? Chapter 4, 1 Timothy, verse 12. When you have it, say amen.
Amen.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Church today, well, Paul, he predicted a departure from the church. And I thought about church today. I see departure inside the church, even though we here, we still depart from the church because we still be on our phones, texting,
Man.
games with iPads, doing stuff like that. How we expect to praise God if we not here to praise God? We here to be on our phones. That's what today is, church today is. But if we all get on one accord and praise God in the way that He wanted to praise us and stay off electronics in church will be all right.
Amen.
But in order, and then the youth always say that we don't be respected, but Paul is telling Timothy, in order to be respected, act so in a way to be respected in spite of your age. Today's generation
All right.
is deficient in respect for noble values, for people in general, and for honorable positions and offices like of authorities, like parents, teachers, bosses, police, and even God. We all disobey them in any type of way. But this respect is all around us because it's contagious. Like when you're hearing it, reading it, and seeing it all around you, it's difficult not to pick it up. It's much popular on TV, movies, the internet, etc. It's filled with, the TV is filled with rudeness and profanity.
Man.
We all, and most people lack a healthy fear of God after all, because God knows everything and He does all that He say and do. But in spite of, God made every human being in the image of God. Genesis 1:27. Every person is a potential child of God with an eternal destination. That's why every human being deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. In order to be treated that way, we have to act in a way that Paul told Timothy to.
Come on, sir.
He gave Timothy some instruction on how to be respected.
All right.
He said, be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. The word example means pattern, meaning a repeated design or repeated model. We have all type of models. The question is, are they godly models or are they worldly models? Okay,
Amen.
let me get to the scripture. In word, how mean in our speech, meaning cussing, lying, gossiping. Ephesians 4:29 says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. This would include profanity, evil speaking, or worse, or gossip. And Leviticus 19:16 said, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer, meaning gossip. Among thy people, neither shall they stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord, He says. In conversation, meaning manner of life, your life must be worthy of the gospel. First Theologians 5:21-22 says, prove all things, hold fast that which is good, abstain from all appearance of evil. Are we living like we have been born again to the family of God, or are we living like we've been a part of the world? In charity, in love, we should exhibit love for everybody, enemy, friends, everybody. The Bible says you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. You know that I work with kids for 2 years now. And my first year was starting was last year. And I met this little girl, she was so bad, she got on red every day in like in the classroom and in my fun company. So I had a little talk with her. I asked her why she was so bad. She said she don't know and she don't care. So I didn't give up on her though. So I kept on trying to talk to her and love her.
Right.
And so finally, like she told me that her dad been in prison for a couple of years and he dead for his whole life. So basically, I've been her father figure, and sometimes she would call me daddy, but she knows she can come for anything because I love her and I would do anything for her. So I've been disciplining her, like not whooping, but like make her sit out for a while. So this year she doing so much better. Like,
amen.
If we show kids love, they will do much better.
Amen.
And it says, being an example in spirit, we must be jealous for the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15:58 says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And in faith, this has two possible meanings. Steady trust and confidence in God, faithfulness and trustworthy to the church. We have to be honest and truthful. Both of these are important. And last but not leastly, in purity, morally pure and chaste in conduct. Matthew 5:8 says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:28 says, but I say unto you, that whoever look on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his heart. We have to be like Joseph in Genesis 39. The Bible said Joseph was a strikingly handsome young man like myself.
Amen.
But Joseph's master wife was attracted to him. So one day she flat out said, sleep with me. But Joseph turned her down, and she did it day after day after day, and she kept getting turned down by Joseph. And one day he went to the house to do his work, and nobody was there but him and her. The servant wasn't there for our reason. She grabbed him by his garment and said, sleep with me. He left his coat in her hand and ran out of the house. Now we ought to be like him. But my conclusion is respect is something that is earned. It comes when we have
that's right.
Heart, and we have to have more for ourselves. Let our lives that the world can respect us for. Let us live for that the world respect us for.
Amen. Amen.